Finally, after finishing the last season, I will have a new promotional period of 5 days in total. I always put my ebooks online for free on Amazon. If you like my vlogs, stories and artwork, you might like my books as well. This time I will put them online on 18th of April until the 20th of April of 2023. There are 5 books in total about psychosis and schizophrenia, towards the afterlife with reincarnation. I'm talking within my own words about these subjects. What is it like to lose control of reality sense? What is reality? I've come a long way. I'm chronic psychotic and heavy schizophrenic and have many tough years behind me. I've learned about the afterlife and reincarnation big time. That is also the conclusion after many years inside turmoil. I was projecting these fake designs on real life. What is mental stability when losing the game? What is you, for instance? Your own thought and feelings within the boxes of thought, also in the boxes of feeling. How deep can you go within yourself? Losing the game within psychosis on a daily basis is really harsh. In connection with God, for instance, do you know what God is? The truth. You're always connected with his and her energy, different gradations in many things. There is an afterlife, for instance. You will live on after passing over. There is no death. Your thoughts and feelings will continue to live on. The you who you really are, as a male or female. It is really beautiful. I will start next with my 5 books I put online. Like I said, you can get my ebooks for free on between the 18th and the 20th of April. So here it goes. My first book, called Milestones. I was running again, afraid of my own inner being. Thoughts and feelings spread out like clouds in the ether, and I lost it. Most of the time I lived in fear and couldn't focus at all. I spent a lot of time in the city, in Amsterdam, walking around from bench to bench, hiding away by the canals, afraid of people, avoiding crowded places, afraid of my own mind, which looked like a world on its own. After the summer when Art Academy started again, I was far removed from reality. I was afraid of taking the bus, because people could read my thoughts. They were in feeling inside of me. I was afraid of seeing people I knew. I got stuck in my thoughts, whom were flowing over in the walls and the street. I saw things moving that couldn't move. School became too much of a trail for me. I lay in bed for days on end. I heard voices, was scared and delusional. A day was a year, and a year a day. Back at home, I had troubles as well. I was afraid for fights and arguments. I still lived at home because my family looked after me. Open thoughts which went in all directions. During this time, I didn't visit friends anymore. I got scared of them, mostly because I didn't like my own inner feelings. Thought they were bad, and it looked like they were naked under the sky for everyone to see. Each and every thought I had, lost control over them, and they flowed over into all directions. It went really, really bad. That's the first one. The second one is called Traveling Whitey, and this one is with poetry, mostly about the afterlife, reincarnation, and twin souls. Where are you going to? I'm thinking about the labyrinth in which you are lost, searching for the road out of there. A clock is ticking. You need to get out of there before it ends. What do you do? What happens next? Where are you going to? You flow over in a fear, projecting that as reality on your surroundings, diving deep into an illusion, delusional thoughts, or letting go of the labyrinth, but also the feeling of time, through which you grow higher in love. You flow over in new landscapes of the universe, no mazes, only larger cycles of spiritual knowledge, opening up from past lives, and not pushing it away, getting in touch with the afterlife more easily, searching new point of views in universal love. Reincarnation, a great truth. Many lives we spent on earth, from the lowest spheres of the afterlife to the highest spheres, back and forth, from the afterlife to the earth, growing in the love of the highest spheres, making that your home on inner beauty, reflecting your inside out and remembering the afterlife and your many lives, starting all over with so many great treasures inside of yourself, skipping the same encounters, growing from life to life in feeling, spirit and soul, personality and character, manhood, womanhood, father and mother. To create peace and love on earth for future lives. There are different cycles. Everyone is on another level, lower or higher, breaking or building. Eventually it will be heaven on earth, opening up the soul and spirit in your body, looking to it from the universal love above you, where you have been many times before. Letting go of the rooms of time, letting go of the zeitgeist and bad moments, growing in the knowledge from reincarnation. The ocean of love flows everywhere, larger cycles from lives, jumping in and out of the afterlife. My third book, Pharaoh's Guiding, Psychosis and Reincarnation. This book does it really well, actually. I gave away more than 180 books from this one. Another poem. God is justice as well. Reflecting a walk from a past life on your life in a new time, letting go of the darker places you have visited. Some things do pop up again. Fear and anxiety for things you can't understand well, like a nightmare every day. It is temporarily in the light of the afterlife. It does hurt sometimes. Remember that God is justice as well. You go to the higher places where love rules, and you will be rewarded for the good things you once did. You can fight in a war and kill many, though in the love of God, you have to make good again. It isn't about winning or losing. We're all brothers and sisters and shouldn't kill each other. Zeitgeist again. The afterlife will become your home eventually, until you will travel further to a new planet. No grudges, no hate. Peace and love from one life to another. Doors will open, loving every season that passes by. No more reflection within sadness. The never-ending turmoil will disappear. Universal love is everything, mirroring your inner core with the higher spheres, being proud with every new step. The bad lives will disappear eventually. You had good lives as well, of course. All the personal knowledge will make you stronger. Looking to the horizon, a new sunset, walking out of the fog. Every step made in love will come back to you. You can see yourself smile in the mirror of future reincarnations that will come. When past lives were good, you can fall back on universal love more easily. Labyrinths in time are of the past. You can use the same constructions as when being lost in fear. Now turning it around, in love, new paths and roads are lit in light, becoming a part of our lives. Eternity is a long time, though misinterpreted mostly. There is always a road out of there, through knowledge about reincarnation. My fourth book, Being Chronic Psychotic and Heavy Schizophrenic, Vlogs from Autumn and Summertime. I'm still psychotic, I guess. You forget about certain things eventually. First, I couldn't let go of the turmoil and being delusional all the time, hallucinating a lot. Because of that, I got stuck inside labyrinths for eternities, never able to let go. Cycle passed by, being alone mostly. That isn't a bad thing eventually. Learning yourself the best, learning about the afterlife, that it's really there. You can lose yourself a lot. What is the inner core? Within yourself and within life after death. Where do your feelings and thoughts go to? In what sort of energy will you stay? To be seen or not to be seen? Even on earth, you can't see everything. That doesn't mean that it is not there. Until we learn about it, then it's really there. That will happen with the afterlife as well, like a game from 8-bit upwards to 16-bit, 32-bit, and so on. Nowadays it's so realistic, but back in the day, we couldn't know about that. Your own inner feelings will go deep. We will learn about these things eventually, and I think that is a blessing. It is a total new world where we will live in, all for the best, not leaving one behind. We all move to the higher spheres to be attracted to new planets eventually, far in the universe. We shall learn about many things from the afterlife, but also our reincarnations and moving from one life to another, looking back on these times and move forward in universal love, letting the dark places of your past lives go, welcoming the good lives back in yourself, through which you can grow higher in the spheres of light. And then the last piece from New Milestones. This is with the vlogs from 2021 until 2022. I'm thinking of the past. I remember that I got really stuck in feelings within boxes of thought. The core of yourself projected inside these boxes of madness. Eternity within sorrow. Losing the inner core with God. Does God exist? How deep do your feelings go? Where does time go? That is difficult to encounter. Sidetracks and all the time, lost, the gradations of the layers from emotions, but also the feeling of the afterlife, reincarnation. You need new goals, new perspectives, not inside the boxes of madness, declining the steps you can take, not in universal love. What is your personality? What is your character? I forgot about these things. When you can follow the route of your thoughts, like a road with bridges crossing rivers, a new horizon, moving further than you thought you could go. Your inner core is essential. Sometimes you're stuck inside boxes of thought with fake designs, showing life. Your inner feelings are more worth than anything else in the world. Sometimes the thoughts go into all directions, within one box, not connected with the outside world. You can't focus well. Time within the madness is tough to cope with. Who are you? With what kind of thoughts do you interact? How much are they on the surface? You are bigger than the moment you live in. Thoughts, but also images, really sensitive because of that. And different interactions in life as well. Who are you? What do you need to do in life, short term and long term, that are steps ahead of you? I plastered all of the possibilities to a dark side of psychosis within myself. Alrighty.